Boys high school basketball playoffs begin next week, and playoff games are often called do or die situations. But one West Michigan team is preparing for a literal do or die situation. Matt Gard shows us what inspired them in tonight's One Good Thing.
It's an ordinary day of basketball practice at Unity Christian High School. The Crusaders are doing some conditioning, some shooting drills, and of course, CPR. Okay, so that last part is not actually a typical part of practice, but the team thought it was important to learn after what happened to junior Jake Chapman.
Jake and his brother were eating in our kitchen at the counter, and I heard this kind of gurgling, sucking air noise.
Chad called Jake's name in a tone that I have never heard before. It was so unusual.
And he didn't respond. That's when I knew that something was not right and something needed to be done.
Jake's father, Chad, started chest compressions.
I knew it was a matter of life and death. You know, it didn't matter if I hurt him or not because, you know, he couldn't be hurt anymore. He was basically lifeless.
Meanwhile, his mom, Rachel, called 911. First responders were there in about 3.5 minutes.
Just two young guys new. I think one had been on 3 months and 9 months only on the force, and they were the ones that came in and saved Jake's life. They had the AED and they knew what to do.
Jake spent the next week in the hospital in a medically induced coma.
I said his name and I said, "It's Mom. If you can hear me, squeeze my hand." And when he squeezed my hand, it was like, okay, he's in there.
I guess it felt like a dream.
After waking up, Jake did months of physical, occupational, and speech therapy before returning to practice just 3 months after his heart stopped.
I try to push myself because I know I have to get back in shape to play, but it's been, every week I can feel a difference.
And all that hard work has paid off because Jake is finally back to playing in games.
After everything you've been through, what does it mean to be back on the court with those guys?
Yeah, it feels really good to be part of that. There's nothing I could ask for more. That was what I was dreaming of when everything happened, just to be out on that court again, return to doing what I love.
Jake has his life back because he was in the right place at the right time with the right person.
God saved my life, and he had a plan for me, and my dad jumped in and he also saved my life. So God has a plan for me, and he has a plan for everyone else.
Jake hopes part of the plan will be inspiring more people to learn CPR, starting with his teammates.
And the fact that they would stay late after practice and learn CPR because they know that life-saving ability is in their hands, literally, and they wanted to know. And it means everything to us.
To give you a statistical idea of how important CPR is, I want to show you some numbers. 90% of people who go into cardiac arrest outside a hospital die. And since 70% of non-hospital cardiac arrests happen in homes, that person is very likely to be a loved one. But if CPR is done the right way, it doubles or even triples someone's chances at survival.
So Matt, are there some easy to find resources to learn CPR?
Yeah, Juliet, the American Heart Association has a list of classes on their website, but even easier, they have a YouTube video that will teach you hands-only CPR for free in just 60 seconds. We have links to all that at 13onyourside.com.
And we learned that here at the station as well. Thank you so much, Matt.